Hey guys, it's your boy Pupsker here, and today we are talking about Wintertodt. How to Wintertodt. You know, pretty simple. So, Wintertodt is a boss in RuneScape. As most people know, it's pretty much the best way to level up your firemaking from level 50 all the way to 99. And you get actually pretty decent items and possibly a pet from it as well. So, first we're going to go over how to get to Wintertodt. Buy a games necklace. 100% just buy one, makes it a lot easier. Not hard to get, unless you're maybe an Iron Man, but yeah, get a games necklace. From there, you go to Port Sarim and talk to Vios and go and use his ship. Once you use his ship, you're then able to use your games necklace to teleport to Wintertodt. Right? Very simple, very easy. No hassle at all. From there, you're going to need some items. You're going to need a tinderbox, a knife, an axe that is at least steel or better. You're going to need a hammer, and you're going to need the vials. Now, all of these items can be picked up in Wintertodt, so it doesn't really matter. I brought my own axe because, you know, rune axe, why not? I don't plan on dying a lot in Wintertodt anyway, so it doesn't really matter too much. But you're going to need those 4 items, 5 items at least, in order to do everything. The hammer is used to fix the brazier, the firemaking kit is used to light the brazier, the axe is used to cut tree roots, and the knife is used to fletch those tree roots. So, here's how it's gonna go. You're gonna go into Wintertodt. Obviously, you should go to World 9, I think. It is the Wintertodt world. Very easy and simple to get to. You should be fine, right? Yeah, just change worlds. And you'll see pretty much a bajillion other goddamn players doing what you're about to do. So, the thing you do is simple. Run up to the left or the right. Either direction is fine. And this is what you do. You cut those tree roots. You use all your amazing wood cutting to cut the tree roots. Not hard. From there, you're gonna use your fletching to fletch the tree roots, right? Turns them into pretty much just ground up kindling for the fire. Once you do that, you're then going to throw those tree roots into the brazier to the left or right or wherever. The big flame thing, right? And that's pretty much all there is to Wintertodt. But you're definitely going to want to bring warm clothing. So warm clothing in Wintertodt is pretty much just items that make it so you take less damage periodically. In Wintertodt, you definitely are going to take a lot of damage. So the meta is to get 4 pieces of warm clothing, because that reduces it as much as possible, and probably about 8 jugs of wine each run if you want to be safe. Depending on obviously how much HP you have. The damage in Wintertodt is percent HP based, so if you have more HP, it's going to do more damage, and you're probably going to need more than just jugs of wine. But if you have 30 HP, jugs of wine, perfectly fine. I'm running jugs of wine, and I have 50 HP. So let's quickly go over some of the warm clothes you can use. These are what I personally am going to recommend. I'm going to recommend you get a Santa hat for your head slot. Very cheap on the Grand Exchange, not at all hard to get. You can then, for your next slot, get a gnome scarf. I don't know how cheap they are, but I'm pretty sure gnome scarves right now are decently cheap. They're like 150k maybe. Yeah, you know what? I can't say for sure. I would say get a scarf, but a lot of the scarves are really expensive. Gnome scarf, maybe one of the cheaper ones, but it is also really expensive, so I wouldn't 100% go for it. The Santa hat is definitely cheap. It's under like 1,000 gold. And then from there, for hand slot, I would get firemaking gloves. Now those are just gloves, right? I think they also cost me about 600 to 1,000 gold, so that's very easy. Now the last item I would recommend is you get any sort of fire staff. Any fire staff works, apparently, and it is a warm item. You know, it's a fire staff, it'll warm you right up. And that should be all 4 of your items. Right, perfect, great, awesome. Now, when doing Wintertodt, you want to make sure you can get at least 500 points, because if you don't get 500 points, you do not get the supply box drop. And the supply box drop gives you know, sometimes completely shit items, other times really good items that can be up to like half a mil, you know? So far in my 30 or so runs of Wintertodt, I've made about 800 to 900,000 gold, and it's going pretty well. I went from level 50 to I think 67 right now, and it's just going along swimmingly. So those are the items I'd recommend to do Wintertodt, and I would definitely recommend just buying like 1,000 jugs of wine from the Grand Exchange. They heal 11 HP, they reduce your attack a bit, but honestly it doesn't matter because they're about 3-4 gold on the Grand Exchange. So they're definitely your cheapest option, and it's 100% the meta in Wintertodt. So that's all my actual advice. Now let's get on to the things that really matter. So chat in Wintertodt is a fucking mess, right? Chat in Wintertodt is just a shit show. It is a bunch of people just dicking around saying some of the dumbest shit ever, and it's great. I would wholeheartedly recommend everyone take part in Wintertodt's chat while you're running it because it is so fun. We had people just yelling "re" half the time. It was just lovely. We were just big meme in Wintertodt is just why fletch? Like why is everyone fletching these logs? Because I think it's technically better experience to burn the logs instead of fletch them. That being said, it's a lot harder to get to 500 points if you burn the logs, or god, I keep calling them logs, but they're roots, but it shouldn't matter much. But it gets you more fire making experience if you just straight burn the roots than if you burn them after fletching them. But if you fletch them, you get more fletching experience, and it's easier to get higher points. So I definitely recommend fletching the roots, then burning them. And yeah, also the concoction is used for, like, you can get a vial in the beginning area in one of the boxes. It's a concoction to heal up the pyromancer that is shooting flames at Wintertodt. I wouldn't really bother with this because there's so many people running Wintertodt. Generally, people grab a vial, and you won't usually have to worry about that. So I didn't really bring it up earlier. I probably should have. But, who gives a shit, right? Yeah, so that's the end of this video on Wintertodt. If you guys liked it, leave a comment, rate, subscribe, throw it on Reddit. I don't know, do whatever you want to do. And I will see you guys next time.